Hi there, you are going to join me at the big Goodwill and a new place I've never been before. But first, the big Goodwill. They've cleared out some of the Christmas and they've put out Halloween. So if you're looking for Halloween and it's December, you can go there and find it. I overheard at another Goodwill that they are going to be required to put out everything all year round. So I wonder if that's why they have Halloween out already. I thought this was a really cute teapot because both sides are a different outfit, but unfortunately it was missing its lid, so I did leave that there. And then this reminded me of Jenny because she loves corgis, and I was wondering if she wanted them, and she said no. This is a Mary Engelbright box. It had a lot of wear to it. It was probably just a gift box, but it was cute with the little wooden yellow star on the handle. I used to collect a lot of Mary Engelbright things and had the opportunity to meet her one time, which was amazing. Here is a pinata. These can be pretty expensive. I made one for Jenny's 5th birthday. Her theme was rainbows, so I made her a rainbow pinata. But that was a good price for a pinata, and it looked like it was new. Here I'm showing you the shelves, how they're clearing out the shelves. This is the clear glass section. There was about a bazillion of these plastic vases. So I don't know if they got donated. They were only 99 cents. So if you were in the market for a bazillion plastic vases, you were in luck. And I found one of the items I got on this trip. I only get 2 things. I know. Pickings have been real slim, just like I said in the last video. This plate is marked Germany, and it has a really cute transferware design of birds. And then here was another bird thing. It was a glass paperweight, but there was very noticeable scratches on the front or the back, depending on how you were looking at it. So I did put that back, and then I realized I was winning because there are hands on that bell. Here is some safety pin art, but I couldn't tell what it really was. It wasn't in the shape of, maybe it was a bell also. Then there were these 2 ladies, then there were 3, and then I realized the convention was on the bottom shelf. All of them were down there plotting their escape. And see, look at the white section. But then they hadn't cleared out this side of the aisle, so that side was pretty full. Here was Janet. I'd like to introduce you to Janet. These are the 2 Janet piggy banks. And this was for gourmet spoons. And then I thought those teacups and saucers were really pretty. I think they are Harkerware Ivy pattern, if I'm not mistaken. And here were some canisters, most likely from the 80s, with the image of that bear on it. Could be wrong though, but that's what my first thought was. These are little vintage from the 80s looking. And here I'm really looking at the shelves because they were so crowded. It was in the afternoon, so it was pretty crowded as well with people. So I thought, well, I'll really look on the bottom 2 shelves to see if there's any treasures there. And I really didn't find anything. This was really pretty. It was made in Italy, but unfortunately she had chips to her nose and her eyebrow and her halo. Then this grabbed my attention because for some reason I'm in the mood for some fondue, for some cheese fondue. And this was dessert fondue, and it was $9.99, and it looked like it was still new in the box. And I thought this was a funny mug. I'm peering down here. We're at the bottom shelves. What's in the back there? Look like a lot of dishes. And more dishes. And then I found this little basket, but unfortunately they always have damage, and there was damage on the one side to the reddish colored flower. The calla lilies, very pretty. There's the mark there, but because of the damage to the one side, I know you could turn it around, but a little chipping is, forgivable, but those petals were really chipped. And there was just one of these. I thought this was pretty, but for $4, I thought that was a little bit high for me, so I left that there, trying to find a safe place for it, because then I spotted the pink dish underneath, and I wanted to see what was that what was going on here with that pink dish. So I cleared the stuff out, and this was $5. You can see how big it is. That's a very, very large for shipping. And then here was, I think this was a cutting board. And then I think today was the day for many of one thing, because here was many of these squash creamers. There's a whole bunch of them. And then I found more on another shelf. And here is the other thing I found. Aren't these sweet? They're little salt and pepper shaker birds. And they kind of go with the theme of the day, birds. Spoiler alert, those are the two things I get. But we can still look at other things, like this really cute hobbyist Easter egg. I thought that was pretty. It was from, I think if I'm not mistaken, it was marked 95 or 96. So it wasn't a terribly old hobbyist piece. I don't think 1995 or 1996 is very old. And then I found the shiniest souvenir in all the land. This was so shiny. I loved it, but not enough to get. And then I was walking around and I saw this. This was a mirrored tray, and I did pick it up off camera. I think it said it was made in India, if I remember correctly. It was really, really heavy, and it was $15, but really nice for someone just walking in and needing a tray like that. And this was kind of on the high side too. This was $4. And I found that was a little on the high side too. I like this. This was made in Japan. And if it was, not after Christmas, but before Christmas, I probably might have picked that up. And then there were these, there's an ashtray I'm going to look at right there. That was cute. But then these caught my attention, these Asian outfits. And I don't know if they go over something like a wine bottle. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but there was no opening for a doll to go into it. So I think they were like for gifts for something. I don't know. Oh, and then look, I found another, like what I made, the snowman. Here was another beaded artwork. And I thought that was neat. I couldn't really tell what it was. And then these were made in China. I found the sticker on the tree later. They're starched crochet objects. So the tree was cute. They had a tree, and then look at Santa Claus. Isn't that cute? That's cute. And then I noticed there was another one. It's coming up. What do you think it is? It's a moose. Shopping. They were cute. And then these look like, I think they were probably in a bag and someone opened the bag. But it looks to me like someone made the wooden ornaments and then they made little individual tiny little scenes with them. I thought they were really sweet. Look how tiny they are. That one, I think, yeah, that one he was missing his tree. But I bet someone made that for somebody. I think they're really cute. And then they had some wreaths on the bottom. Here are those things that fall off the trees. Those things there that they painted it white. And then there was a pine cone wreath. And then if I was in the market for a wreath, I would have picked this one right there with the red flowers. That was really pretty. This was one of Jenny's Christmas presents, and she and I put it together last night. It's really cool. Eevee is her favorite Pokemon character. And here is the next one that she will be doing. She'll probably do this one by herself, she says. And now we're going to visit Space, which is in downtown Lancaster. It specializes in mid-century modern furniture and glassware and pottery and art, and they had vintage clothing and home decor items. I met the owner. He was super nice, and he said, sure, go and film the space, and so I did. So I hope you enjoy this shop along with me video to Space. Here we go. He had been at this current location for about 3 years, but he had a previous location around the corner on a main street in town. And I really liked how the store was set up. Very easy to maneuver, to walk around, to see everything. Things were marked well. You knew what the prices were. It was really, really nice. It was like you were walking into a living space, actually. It really gave you an idea of how you could design your own home or take pieces from his store and incorporate it into your own home. Here was a Hager 3-piece console set, and these green chairs were so nice. They're Herman Miller chairs. There were some things that were on sale. He also said that they are very busy from Black Friday to around New Year's Eve. So he will be restocking after the Christmas rush is over. He had a lot of Christmas that was half off. If you're in the area, come check out his half off table of Christmas stuff. And I have that green and polyglass snifter. So I was being nosy and seeing how much he was selling his for. That was $34. And then when you turned around, you saw this lounge set, which I thought was really neat. I really liked the pillows, perfect accent to them. And I believe that these were $198. I'm partial to the color orange, so I thought those were really cute. And then this was a sold piece. This was a floor lamp, and the lights, that's cork. Isn't that neat? I thought that was really neat. And then look at that. The swung art glass vase. Everything kind of just flowed together from one little place to another little place. And then here's a pennant from Lancaster. We've been around a while, since 1730. And here were some vintage pins, it said from the 80s. They had glassware. That blue, I love blue glass. It's so pretty. And the showcases were nicely displayed. And I believe this was open, so you could, get in there yourself. And then, look at that, a Potosi pottery candle holder. I'd never seen Potosi in person, so that was really exciting. And he had a large hobbyist Christmas tree. And then I like those wooden candle holders in the front. Everything, like I said, it's not too crowded. You can see everything. Kind of a Scandinavian feel here at the bottom of the showcase. And then this is red and green. It looks like it's copper and green. That would be pretty filled up for Christmas. And this was a neat little section. It was Hawaiian and Florida vintage. I really like this little print of this hula girl. And then here's the Christmas merchandise. I mean, 50% off. You can't beat that. I don't want to keep talking and yakking so we can look at everything together in silence. I hope it's not unnerving. Those are really cute. And then when I turned around, there was another showcase, and there was the Santa face looking at you, and the snowman. I thought that was neat. Is there anything that you see that you would want? I thought this was funny here. The Mr. Salty and Mr. Peppy. It's a vegetable centerpiece. Everyone needs that. And Henry Hangover. The little mouse with his arms on his hips. It's fun just to look sometimes. And then I spotted the Mother Tucker cards. And there was all this glass here, and see the Mother Tucker business cards. I was like, I know them. So I wonder if this is their glass that they are selling at the store. That's pretty cool. Here was a copper and enamel plate. I believe that was $12. And I thought the little dog planter was cute. And then they had a little section of glass that I'm going to show you after we look at the planters. So here was some tableware. They had some nice collection of ice buckets. And then I thought this piece was really pretty. Isn't that a pretty blue? And then this tray was really nice. A very simplest, simple design. And then because it just was Christmas, look how cool their Christmas tree is. I thought that was really neat. And I liked how they didn't put any ornaments on it, because I would have taken away from the awesomeness of the color changing of the tree. And then this was being sold as a set. We had seen some of these glasses when we were with Tommy, when Jocelyn and I were with Tommy, and he had it in the caddy. And here is for hors d'oeuvres. Hello. It's very reflective. And then they had vintage canisters with the mushrooms on it. Thought those were neat. And then coming up here is the glass. They had a glass section here. And then this vase was really pretty. And it was Fenton, and it has strawberries on it. And I was a little surprised it was Fenton. It didn't strike me as Fenton, but then once I read the card, and I was like, oh, yes, of course this looks like Fenton. So it has little strawberries on the bottom of the vase there. You can see how he kept the exposed brick of the warehouse, so it still has that warehouse feel to it. And this was chalet glass. And we're going to finish out our trip to space by looking at kind of the kitchen section. This is when you first walk in. I liked how there was a whole set of lots of cups. So if you wanted a whole set of cups, they had many to choose from. And then those wall pockets, they were, I believe, $24 a piece. And this really cool macrame Christmas tree. And it's funny because I found one of those. I think Jenny has the one on the right. I found one of those at Goodwill. And now I know what both of them look like. And here is a real cute retro wall clock and the owls. I would have taken anything off of this wall. And here is where you can find them on Instagram and Facebook. I hope you enjoyed our trip to Space Lancaster. Here is the dish with the little birds on it. I think it's so sweet. There's a little wear to the transferware design, but there are no chips or cracks. And the salt and pepper shakers are in great shape as well. And I think that together they would make a nice little lot. So I think I will be selling all of the pieces together. I hope you enjoyed the shop along with me, or it's kind of like window shopping with a friend at the space. They are at Lancaster, PA's vintage modern warehouse, and I think I'll be back. I really liked seeing what he had, and it would be neat to see what new items he gets in as the seasons change. Thank you for your continued support of my channel. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see ya.